Hey guys, it's Fun Friday. Here I have another day where I don't have this planned. I'm coming in. It's been a wild day for me. I was called to go see my chiropractor, and I was being used as a guinea pig by those from above to figure some things out that I'm bringing to you today, and I'm going to do a bring through activations for you. So yes, I was a chiropractor with my guinea pig, Dr. G, today, and she was just as much a guinea pig as well. So I've got some cards here which actually go right along with what happened to me today. And so what happened to me is what they showed me is what we want to start an activation within you. There's some huge changes coming this spring. The energies are shifting. This month was big energies coming in, and a lot of you had the head stuff going on, the crown stuff, the expansion stuff that was happening. A lot were feeling the throat chakra. You were having the issues happening with the throat. A lot of you were having also the bronchitis in the lungs, so that's heart chakra. But a lot of this stuff going on, a lot of the head stuff going on, the dizziness, the spinning, people thought they had vertigo. It all had to do with the energies that were coming in to shift everyone, because the cells in our bodies, the inner cells in the bodies are being changed, the structure is being changed. So you're going to be feeling all these things happening. So I actually came home, and after what I went through, after a couple hours, her and I were working on figuring some things out for these changes for everyone. I came home and pulled these cards, and I'm going to go ahead and show you this, and I'm going to show you some stuff on the board today like I did in the last live, and get this going for you. We bid you farewell in the light of love. I've got the highest benevolent light beings coming in. Motemeteno sototoimetea arekara sototoime sitianta arasototoime shutua ja sareketira sototoa ushutototomiani in tohana tea rokotosotototo innocenta. These are some activation key codes coming in. Tokorosotototo yamiana anasotoshutotoeni iana anakotototutun sotaremetea onokuha satarashatototo yanesitea ma uunte urokona santosha. Well, I'm feeling a little dizzy. I feel it as much as you guys do. Okay, my nose is running like crazy. I don't have a cold or anything, but with the work that we were doing today and I was being used as a guinea pig, it's just like making me drain for some reason. So anyways, I'm bringing up this card that came up when I asked for a card today if there was an activation that needed to be done, and how appropriate. It's the change card, which is actually, we have these big changes coming in the spring. So I'm going to see if I can turn, gosh, I have this glare and it's really bad, but let me hold this still for you and let's have you at least look at this card from the center. And I want you to breathe. Take the deep breath in through the nose, expanding your lungs as big as you can, and then letting the breath fall out of the mouth. My next video, I'm going to be teaching some solar plexus breathing. Okay. So I'm going to get a little closer. I'm not sure if you guys can see this, if it's too close, but there's like little flowers in different areas. You probably cannot see them very well. But this card is for activation, for change. And this is for our ability to be able to change and not worry, okay? This is for the ability to change the frequencies that are coming. There's going to be a lot of change with what's going on outside. It's also going to have to be happening within us, okay? So in order for our bodies to be able to merge with the energies outside of us, we have to be in like in a stable, I want to say a stable place, because they're just holding me like still. Yes, okay. Okay, yes. And also that change is the effect, and this is, it's the release of the old to bring in the new again. It's the same thing that has been coming up over and over in videos over the last year and a half. We've got to let go of the old to allow the new to come in. But with these changes, it's almost like those that have not worked on releasing this change, it's being pushed. You're being pushed to make these changes. You're being pushed to start releasing this stuff. And some of you, if you do not focus inward on yourself, on releasing the things that no longer serve your highest good, it's almost like it's going to be pushed. You're going to be pushed until you do start making these changes, or it's just going to start coming out on its own. So, so this change, and I'm sorry about my nose, this change is also for the movement of the lower chakras, okay? Look at the colors of that. That's the colors of the lower chakras and the higher chakras combined in there. This is the huge part. This is the change. This is where the lower chakras that I feel are that's where all of our relationship stuff is. That's where everything that from a day-to-day basis is our guidance. It should be, it's a guidance system in the physicality, but that's where we end up getting energy stuck, okay? So what's coming up is this, with this change, is the merge of those lower chakras with the higher chakras, and they have to come together, and this is the union and balance of the divine feminine and masculine within you. So this is the union of the upper chakras with the lower chakras, and where did they merge? Heart. Okay, so they have to come in balance for you to be able to move forward with everything, with these huge changes that are coming on the earth. So the next card is compassion, and I have been getting compassion and talking about compassion for a while. I've written about it. I think just recently this week, self-expression I've been writing about. This is really big. You have got to have compassion within your heart, not just for others, but also for yourself, okay? Even for the people that you don't resonate with, have compassion for them as well, because they're going through things that you don't know about either. So no matter what they're doing or treating you or whatever they're doing, just send them back love and hope that they have a better day, okay? Because we never know what's going on in someone else's life, but you've got to have compassion for yourself. You can have one of those days filled with where you're just sending love to everybody and you're being so great, but then you turn around and you're so hard on yourself for something that you didn't do, or for something that you were remembering you've done in the past that you didn't think was so great. Forgive yourself, have compassion, and move forward. Let that stuff go. That's the same as what I said before, letting go of the old to allow in the new. If you keep continuing to hold on to that stuff, then there's no space for the new stuff to come in, so you gotta let it go, okay? So those two come together, and they're saying compassion is a key element to moving forward. It is key. Okay. So after that, we have the Archangel Michael. And Michael's been around here a lot lately, but Michael and Emmanuel, I always have Emmanuel here, but remember who you are. This card, remember who you are, that, and I think this was just in my last video, that you're a child of God. Oh yeah, because I actually did the drawing. You're a child of God, of the Alpha Omega, of Source. Okay, remember who you are. And with this, in this alignment, when you remember who you are, also what this is aligning yourself to your true self, okay? Taking your back out of that, like I talked about last week in that video, taking yourself out of the false identity ego and aligning yourself back up with your true self, okay, who you truly are, and starting to follow and listen to yourself in here. And when you do, that's when you start seeing your purpose. That's when you start understanding what your purpose is, because you go back in here and you find the things that you truly love to do, the things that you love to do as a kid, the things that you love to do now, the things that you have passion for. That's when you go, that's your alignment. It brings you back into your alignment, your God self in the heart, okay? This is where everything is stored from here through the pineal into source, but this is where you access it all. So it's so important for you to understand who you are, okay? So important to remember that you're a child of God. So important for you to move back in here when you're wanting to know, what's my mission? What am I supposed to be doing? What's my purpose? Everybody asks me that all the time. I have so many messages every day. It's when you can come out of there, out of the false identity ego that you've created, and move into here, you will find your purpose. And that's one of the things that I help the clients with. And it's, let me tell you, there's been some pretty big changes with a lot of people, and it's really cool. I really love it. It's great to see them shift. All right, come out of the closet was the next one, okay? Now, this is about speaking your truth. When I asked about this isn't about like stepping out of the closet. Hi. This is about speaking your truth with who you are. Don't have fear and hold back your beliefs, because when you do, that's not speaking your truth, and that's keeping that throat chakra non-activated. So, and I know a lot of the videos I've been doing, a lot of the lives I've been doing, I keep continuing to activate people's throat chakras. So come out of the closet, okay? Speak your truth. If you're a spiritual being, why hide it? You may have friends and family that are still stuck in religions, and let them have their stuff, but speak your truth, say what you want, and just remember that it's okay to allow them to have their way, and you are your own spiritual self, okay? Your own authenticity is what she's saying. Self-expression, I just wrote about that this week. That's another thing. So if you'll find it on my timeline if you didn't see it. Express yourself in your truth. It's got to be coming from your truth. It's got to be coming from here. It's got to come from your heart, okay? So come out of the closet. There's no more hiding. Truth, when I started working with Michael and writing with him in 2015, he was showing me how the blue light of truth, it was anchored. We were anchoring that to the earth then. And since 2015, you've seen a lot of changes. It's 2018 now. You have seen a lot of changes. This is also about coming out of the closet with all of the structures in the world that are happening, okay? There's going to be changes, more changes in the political systems, more changes in government. There's going to be a lot of upheaval and stuff that's happening, things that are going to be happening where these people that have been running all of these countries in deceit and manipulation are being pushed to their truth, okay? It's been happening for a couple of years now. It's been happening for a few years. Some of them have actually taken their lives because they didn't want to face it, but it's going to happen, and it's what they showed me today was like a tsunami wave coming in of this energy that's coming in that is pushing these people that have to be in their truth, whether they come and confess or they're going to be arrested. There are a lot of things that are going to be happening, okay? All right, so that's coming. And the card after that was the fairness card. So I believe that really had to go with the stuff I just talked about, is that Ma'at is all about fairness and justice. So these people that are being pushed to come out of the closet, being pushed to speak their truth, this is about the fairness in this, okay? Fairness is coming for all. Now, don't think it's going to happen overnight, okay? But this is the beginning of it. It's been happening for a couple years, but it's really, really going to push more this spring. There's a lot of change coming. It's going to be, this energy is going to be so forceful, people aren't going to, they're going to know what's happening. I shouldn't laugh, but it's just like, woo! For those that aren't awake, and everyone's a little bit awake, but for those that aren't facing it or dealing with that, there's going to be people like you guys that are really awake you're going to need to hold that hand out and help, okay? Okay, so the card after that is partnership. All right, now this partnership was about active versus passive. So this is about being active in a partnership, whether you're going to be active in a partnership in staying active or in walking away from one. This is also for partnerships of people in business, of as well, also about the people that are these politicians and things that are being pushed. Do they stay with what they're doing, or do they move on? This partnership thing is about a whole lot of stuff. So this can also be pressing for people. This energy can be pressing for people who are in partnerships that they know and they've known for a while that they're it's not where they're supposed to be. So for some it may be a tough decision. For some it may be easy whether to stay or go. For some, they may want to work on it. It just depends on the person and their situation. But this is also about being active with they're clearly saying with your work partnership, with your friendships. Again, okay, know when to be active and know when to just be passive and allow someone their beliefs, or allow someone to be the way they are, okay? Okay, so those are the cards for that. And I'm going to actually show you. Okay, so last week, oh, I hope this is, let's see where I have to write. I need to go over here. Okay. So we made the little angel last week for for those of you who caught it. I think I just had a little angel. Yep, happy angel. Oh, no tears. Because we're happy because we make ourselves happy. Remember what I wrote yesterday. Little wings and a halo. Okay. So what's happening, what I wanted to show you guys today is what this activation thing that's coming in and what's happening. And I don't know if these markers work too well. We're going to make the heart here. Okay. It's the chakras, the lower chakras, and I don't have all the right colors, so I'm going to, we're going to make those 3 lower chakras. All right. We're going to take these 3, and then you have the heart chakra, but then you have the chakras of the throat, okay, third eye, and then you have the crown, which is actually above the head. Okay, woo, there's the crown. So I'm going to move this over just a little bit so you can see. Let me see. Actually, what I can do is move my computer. It might be easier. Yay. All right. So what's happening with this merge and with this activation and the energies coming in is these 3 chakras here are going to be meeting these 3, okay? And where are they meeting? They're all meeting in here. They've all got to come together to balance. So the energy of they're all going in here to meet in the heart center. And this here is where you balance that divine feminine and masculine. It's like the union of the lower chakras with the upper chakras, and they're all meeting in the heart center. So that is what's going on. A lot of people are going to, it's going to cause a lot of physical, this is what we figured out at my chiropractor. There's going to be a lot of physical changes happening within the body, as well as all of the other changes that you're going to feel energetically. But the physical changes are, we saw, there's been a lot of people that have had the throat stuff going on with the throat chakra and stuff like that. But there's going to be a lot of stuff going on down here in the intestines, and for the women, reproductive, and then the men, you as well. There will be stuff going down here. So you may be having drainage from either the sinus or drainage from the throat, and also the lungs. A lot of people have had the lungs issue, so that's actually heart clearing. But then there's also going to be drainage from this area down here. So don't be surprised when these things start to happen, because what's happening is that restructuring of the cells that I was talking about earlier. It's the inside of the cells is what they show me. It actually looks like an egg, but the inside of it's being changed. And what happened when they show me is the outside, like almost like the outside, the old cell part, like peels off. It looks really gross. It looks like it peels off like old skin, but it's like soft tissue, and it has to expel. Okay, so it's got to expel somehow. Lucky me, I get to explain this. I liked playing teacher when I was a kid, but I didn't know it was going to be coming to this. So it's gonna expel, and it's either going to be in one of these areas, or for some of you who haven't done your inner work, it's going to be in all areas. Lucky you. I'm sorry. I'm just laughing because I get visions at the same time, and it's funny. So understand that these merges that have to take place so that we can have the balance of the divine feminine and masculine within. We have this Sophia in Christ or Christos energy. We have the energy coming in that's been coming in the planet. Gosh, I can't remember if it was December or January. I remember seeing all the stuff and talking about it. I can't remember what month. I'm kind of lost right now. Anyways, that energy has come into the planet. It's coming into everyone, and this is happening, okay? So these are the changes that are coming forth within each individual. So I want you to imagine, okay, every person going through this, all right? Some of you, it's going to affect a lot more than others because you, as I've said, you haven't done that inner work. Some of you are awake much more and have gone through this, some of this already. And I know for myself, I went back with my guides and Chief White Feather and my Arcturian that I work with, Annika, and I went back and looked at my own life because I wanted to see, am I going to go through this? Because I have not gotten sick in like 15 years. So we went back and looked, and I saw that the last time that I had this really, really big, the one time I had this really big shift, I was 19 that I went through stuff like this. And then the last one, I was about 24. And I went through all of these. And it was probably about 3 or 4 weeks for me. And so that was 20-something years ago, 26, 27 years ago. I don't know. Something like that. I'm really bad at math. Katumi, don't. Sacred geometry me. Okay, so anyways, this is what everyone's going through because you have to come into that balance. It has got to happen. This is what's happening on the earth. So everyone's going to go through it. There's going to be some people that are going to be holding their heads. There's going to be those of you that are others that are just not going to understand any of this, and they're going to be running to the doctors trying to figure out what's wrong with them, feeling like they're going crazy, feeling like they're a little psycho, a little ill. Again, the dizziness, what they feel like is vertigo, a lot of these things are the energies just shifting you. It has to happen within because it's happening outside of us, okay? It's happening for Earth. Let me see. Let me ask if there's any more. Okay, so, ouch. They want you to understand one of the most important things for you to do. Let's see. Because here you are, a little angel, and you're flying around. Guess what you have to do? You guys better know this. You need the ground. You're going to need the ground. You're going to need the ground. You're going to stay ground. And one of the best things to do when you're feeling that dizziness and you're feeling that vertigo feeling or whatever else it's been called, ground. Get yourself connected to Mother Earth. I have a 12-minute grounding on my YouTube, and it says it's for twin flames, but it's for anyone. Anyone can use it. I actually had my chiropractor actually just used it, and she laid her crystals, her chakra crystals on her, and she said it was double powerful when she had the crystals on it with that. So try that if you've got them. But ground, get out in nature, do whatever you can, okay, to get yourself grounded and keep connected to the earth. And I know that it's cold in a lot of areas, but if you can get yourself against a tree, lean against a tree, put your hands on the tree, whatever you can do, please do that. It's very important. Let me see what else they have coming in. Breathe. Okay, yes, thank you. I said in the beginning, that's one of the things I want to do is teach the solar plexus breathing because it's so important to breathe. A lot of you forget to breathe. You go through your day and there's so much to do, so much to do. have to breathe. You've got to breathe. It's so important. The in and out breath is so important, and you've got to get that oxygen into the lungs, okay? I want to say that what they're saying is it not only feeds the physical body, and it's good for the physical body, but it feeds the soul, okay? So make sure you breathe. I will talk about that in my next video. I will go over breathing techniques for the solar plexus because, okay, yes, I feel it's so important for everyone to know that, because if that solar plexus, which is the one that is above the belly button, if that one there is off, that's where our anger comes from, and that is where anxiety is held. That's the chakra that you give your divine will away. You allow others to control you, or you give your powers away. And when you do that, when that chakra's off right here, these two have blockages as well. So the stuff, nothing can move up to the heart. So this one right here is the one that's the stopper. Okay, so that's why these lower chakras have got to be cleansed and opened and constantly moving. So keep those chakras cleansed and clear. And they're telling me to get my singing bowl, so I'm going to go and grab that really quick. It's for the solar plexus. Hang on, didn't know I was going to do this. Okay, take a deep breath. I want you guys to take a deep breath and close your eyes. Okay. And just breathe. And continue to take those deep breaths, expanding the lungs as deep as you can, as far as you can. Feel it down to the tailbone, and then let the breath, allow the breath to fall out of the mouth. Keep breathing. Some of you might feel your solar plexus opening. One more. Okay, thank you. Namaste. Okay. Are you feeling that? All right, guys. So, I'm going to turn this. No sutan mä teesitärien totoma arakristo totossatariama oro tua ja ane kristeta usutotomi ana kuasata usutun betel koru sotajamata naja tonate montemeoto näkiana usutota betekiana anasata usutun mate niitä terä torusutotoma ja ana akototosuto jari ikiana ana usuntemiana aisata ja onne. I'm putting balance symbols on my hand. It's time to return to the heart. Manto manti, unayakata. No onte me tuonesten taratoe I ano kurusuntoma mushuta iana tässä teemikiana uruntuma sua. Nekia. May you be at peace and in calm in your light. Eternal love, eternal light, eternal life. Namaste. I'm really high. So, fun Friday, everybody. I came in and requested my guides, and that's what I'm going to be doing from now on. So I wish you all a wonderful weekend full of love and light. You continue to do that inner work and move yourself into that heart center. Okay? I love you. Have a great weekend.